Okay, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, I didn't want to have to make this video, but I'm going to. In front of me is a 150 watt DC electronic load purchased from eBay recently, and it is a piece of junk. It is a piece of counterfeit Dodgy junk, and it is the worst dangerous at the very best. It's useless. It has a surface mount fuse underneath the heatsink. Where to start? I previously did a video that I just made private on YouTube, just to show the seller the issues with the device when I was requesting a refund. The device cost about 38 Australian dollars delivered from China. The sellers offered a $10 refund. It's completely inadequate. It's not going to do me any good to have a $10 refund for $38 worth of junk. I should really be charging him a disposal charge. Anyway, first issue, 28.66 volt measuring here. I've got a Hameg or Roden Schwartz HMC 8012 5.5 digit multimeter off screen here, 27.97 volts. So quite a discrepancy here. I've got a generic power monitoring measuring device here that actually quite closely agrees with the 27.96, 27.97-ish on the Roden Schwartz bench meter here. Now this device is here because this device is going to blow up. That's probably a bit dramatic. It's going to pop the fuse. I know it's going to do that because my previous tests of this have been on a bench supply that goes into current limiting when this displays one of its many failure modes. Our power source is just off screen here. Two zippy 8.4 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery packs, 4-cell connected in series, so we've got 8 cells total, giving us the 28.61 volts if you believe this, or 27.95 volts if you believe this. So you know what one should be able to do is enter in a, let's say, a 5 amp current, constant current to load the batteries up with, and you know, you measure the capacity of batteries or do whatever you want to do with an artificial load. So straight to it, one of the failure modes is sometimes when you turn this off, and off is represented by OF in the top right corner of the 16 by 2 display. ON is on. Limitation of the width of the display stops the second F from off being shown. That's alright, we can live with that. The problem is that sometimes when it's off, the device actually short circuits the input, which is quite obviously going to blow the fuse, if not blow up the device itself. This happens often, not always, but often. So we're set at 5 amps. Device goes on. Alright, and I've honestly got no idea what it's doing at the moment. There we go, 5 amps. Well, supposedly 5 amps anyway. 5-ish amps. 5 Chinese amps, we'll call it. As opposed to 4.77 Australian amps. So there we go, she's off, she's running, she's off to the races. 27.1816 volts. We're showing still a significant voltage discrepancy here. Now what happens sometimes when I turn this from on to off is the input is short-circuited. So this is probably going to be a one-time show, because I'm not going to replace the surface mount fuse when that happens. There's a number of these devices out here. There's other videos on YouTube showing these devices failing. What you know, I'll link them in the description, I guess, and I'll link the original video that I made to demonstrate the issues to the seller also, which shows the, if I recall right, it shows the screen of my bench lab power supply. So I'm going to turn it off, and this is the basically a pull of the arm on the poker machine here. Oh, I heard a crack, and something went pop there. So, did the fuse go? No. Let's turn it on again and see what happens. On, 0 current draw. So I'd say it's still getting a voltage reading from the sense pins, and when I said it doesn't happen every time, it does happen frequently. So this time it's not connected to a nice, gentle, friendly, current limiting lab power supply. This time it's being used for its intended purpose, as an artificial load for batteries. So yep, she's popped a fuse. It's all over. This thing is now useless. It can go straight in the bin after this video. So yeah, off is not really off. So yeah, be wary if you're looking to buy something like this. Apparently there is a genuine one of these getting around. I'll put a link to that in the description if I can find what I believe to be reliably such a thing. But otherwise, just don't buy one of these, and I'll name and shame the eBay seller in the description as well, offering a $10 refund when you know, the thing is a counterfeit, a faulty, failing piece of crap that shouldn't be sold. And you know, best case scenario, it's unusable. Worst case scenario is when it short circuits the input. If it weren't for that fuse that popped, that unreplaceable surface mount soldered fuse, if it weren't for that popped, then yeah, it could be dangerous. Could cause a fire. Not could, I mean it just would. It just would destroy things. It's incredibly dangerous. Yeah, surface mount fuse. Yeah, clever. One use item. So yeah, this is the first time I've hooked it up to a non-current limited power source, which shouldn't be a problem for this kind of device. We hit the 8-minute mark there. I've had enough of whinging and moaning about this thing. I'm annoyed with the eBay seller. He can stick his $10 refund up his clacker, and I'm going to be lodging a PayPal complaint and just providing him with the most negative feedback I can. There's plenty of decent Chinese selling good value for money electronics on eBay. This one's just a blight to it's sellers like this that give the rest a bad name. So pull your head in, buddy, and stop selling crap, and give us a break. So thanks for watching. Cheers.